Hi everybody, my name is Sasha McKay and I will be going through my video essay on the keto diet. So the reason why I chose this topic is because I've always been fascinated with the science in weight loss, and this is a very popular and sort of fad diet currently going on in our society that's really risen to popularity. So I definitely wanted to further investigate how the keto diet works and what the effects are on the body. And there are a lot of effects that can happen to an individual with following the ketogenic diet. So I will be addressing the diet, how it's followed. I will also be going through the effect that, yes, it does provide rapid weight loss and almost a very sort of like a quick fix. However, it does affect things like your cholesterol levels and other various health concerns, such as liver issues. It can make you hypoglycemic, which is low blood sugar, or sorry, hyperglycemic, which is high blood sugar, hypoglycemic, which is low, and various other risks to the body. Um, there is also a big effect on the body when you're trying to remove yourself off of keto, which can also be a very big effect on the body, such as weight fluctuations and again affecting the blood sugar levels. I will not be discussing the results of a keto diet. For example, like how much weight somebody would lose. My focus is arguing that it is ineffective and why. So the research question is the keto diet effective? My thesis is the keto diet is an ineffective eating plan as it poses too many health risks long term. So the main points that I'm going to be making in my essay is that, again, to recap in the first section, that it does provide a quick fix and a rapid weight loss result. However, there are so many health risks, and one of them is raising the bad cholesterol in the body, which can be very detrimental to your health. You have to watch your salt intake. It can affect your heart as well. So you're more prone to heart disease and situations like that. And because the keto diet focuses mainly on high protein and low carbohydrates, your animal protein is high. There are studies proven that when you eat a high animal protein diet, your risk of heart disease and heart attack is greater. So, this is something to keep in mind if you are considering this type of diet. There is sadly no scientific proof on the sustainability of a keto diet and anything long term. That they've found that yes, it does reduce blood sugar and possibly a diabetic, but it can again raise the bad cholesterol, which again is not good for your health. So Silverman suggests that when you're weaning off this diet, you do have to do so slowly. This is because you are restrictive to like you're restricting your body of carbohydrates. So your body is fueled now by protein, not carbohydrates. So that can affect your, again, the blood sugar. That's a big thing in all my findings and all my articles and all my points. So the main thing is, once you now are restricting yourself from carbohydrates, now you're reintroducing those carbohydrates to the body. The body is almost in shock. So now it is either going to spike or lower. You're going to go through weight fluctuations as well, because now the body is consuming carbohydrates again, it needs to get used to that, because depending on the duration of how long you've been on the keto diet, it needs almost to reteach itself how to use the carbohydrates as energy. And although in one of my findings, there have been preclinical studies that show the effectiveness on a low carb or keto diet with a patient with cancer, that although it prevented the cancer from growing, it didn't really improve the cancer patient's inflammation of the body. So again, there's not much supporting evidence there that a keto diet can improve somebody's health or have more pros than cons. And then Dr. Prado advises that, given that restrictive carb intake with the keto diet, some people do experience what's called the keto flu. So you can feel tired, you can feel sluggish, dizziness, sleepiness. And that is, again, because your body is so restricted, you are relying on protein mainly as your source of energy, that this effect can make you sick, essentially. So, again, something to be very cautious about. And these are all the references. So these are my 5 main reference points. I really enjoyed diving into this essay in regards to all the research I've done, and I'm excited to finish my essay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I look forward to watching everybody else's videos. Thank you.